Hey guys, quick video on how to build yourself a cabin chassis bed. As you've probably noticed, we don't have specific blueprints for cabin chassis, but that's actually on purpose, so I'm just going to explain real fast how you use a normal takeoff dually long bed and turn it into a cabin chassis. So here's an example of what a dually long bed takeoff is going to be. This is just on an 8-foot standard pickup bed. When you build it out for a normal long bed, it's going to be 107 inches long from the tip to the tip, which is 8 foot 11. Now let's say you got a 12-foot cabin chassis. All that you're going to need to do is extend the 4 lengthwise frame members on the bed. So this outer frame piece here and this outer frame piece here, these are actually one piece as they start out, and then you cut a notch in them and bend them this way. So this is all one continuous piece, and then these lengthwise members here of the inner frame obviously run the length of the bed. So if you have a 12-foot bed, all you're going to do is lengthen all 4 of the lengthwise frame members, so the 2 inner frame members and the 2 outer frame members. And you're just going to lengthen this by the amount that you need to in order for your bed to be the correct length. So if you got a 12-foot bed, you're going to need to lengthen it by 3 feet and 1 inch to get from 8 feet 11 to 12 feet long. So in other words, you would just add 3 feet 1 inch to this piece, this piece, this piece, and this piece. Everything else is going to be the same. I mean, the tail's going to go on the same. The headache rack up front's going to be the same. These are just going to be lengthened a little bit. The other thing I would probably do is, this is not going to be here. This is the existing tail. Is I would add some more cross members to support the weight of either your steel deck or your wood deck, since you're going to have more length and need some extra support. The only other measurement in the entire thing that you may have to worry about is if you have a gooseneck ball. Because generally on our existing tail, which was right here, give or take, this area right here is where the gooseneck ball was. So the other measurement you might need to take is how far from the back of your cab to your gooseneck ball, and just make sure you have an opening in your cross member so you can access that. It's not going to be built into the bed. All of our beds are designed to fit with your frame mounted gooseneck ball. So it's going to be mounted on your pickup frame, and then you'll install the bed over the top of it. Other than that, everything is the same. Build process is exactly the same. The jig table that you use is exactly the same. This is exactly what we do in our shop if we get a cabin chassis. We just use the long bed dually edition, lengthen it by however much needed. Even if you have like a 16-foot, all you would need to do is lengthen it by 7 feet 1 from the 8 foot 11, and it would turn it into a 16-foot bed. Just maybe add some more cross members. So the only other thing is, there's only going to be 2 models that you choose from, because all cabin chassis are narrow frame versus some of the factory takeoffs are wide frame. So if you have a Ford cabin chassis, you will buy the Ford long bed and just lengthen it like I've explained here. If you have a Chevy or Dodge cabin chassis, then you're just going to buy the 2nd gen Dodge, which is the 94 to 02 Dodge long bed dually. So below the video it'll make it really clear what you need to buy based on your model, but you don't buy the corresponding model because everything on cabin chassis is narrow frame. That's pretty much it. Very easy modification. Like I said, we do it all the time, so don't be afraid to do this project. This is very predictable and exactly how it works. Thanks, guys.